Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm going to come to you today with a social skills. When I do social skills, it's normally on a Tuesday. What you going to talk about today? Well, we're going to discuss navigating difficult conversations, and I'm going to discuss a section, and then for each section, I'm going to give you like a group example, because I designed these lessons to be like group lessons for interaction, for people to have a discussion about it. But I'm just right now, because this is the best I can do, just get to folks. Hopefully somebody listens to me. I just hope if I could get one person to get something out of it, that's great. Then I've done my job. Yeah. I'm not as regular posting videos right now because I have some other stuff I'm doing, and it's critical that I have to focus on that. And so, I'm not as regular as I normally have been the past 2 years, but I have some other stuff I have to devote time to. But I will still be posting regularly. But right now, I'm maybe not as regular, but I will as often as I can. But at any rate, we're going to deal with social skills that discusses navigating difficult conversations. Initiating challenging discussions. This is the first section, okay? And then I'm going to give an example for that, a group example, okay? Initiating difficult conversations can be intimidating, but avoiding them often leads to unresolved issues and misunderstandings. Learning to approach these discussions with thoughtfulness and sensitivity is essential for effective communication and maintaining healthy relationships. An example. Lisa had been feeling increasingly disconnected from her partner. Instead of letting the distance grow, she decided to initiate a conversation about their feelings. She chose a quiet and comfortable setting and used I statements to express her emotions, which allowed her partner to open up as well. Okay, I'm just giving you examples. I'm giving you sections, and then I'm going to give you examples in relation to this section, okay? The next section. Active listening and empathy. Active listening and empathy are cornerstones of real talk and difficult conversations. When we truly listen to others and try to understand their perspective, we can create an environment of trust and validation. Empathy helps us connect on a deeper level and acknowledge the emotions and experiences of the other person. I'm going to give you an example. John had a disagreement with his coworker about a project approach. Instead of immediately defending his stance, he chose to actively listen to his coworker's concerns. He acknowledged their perspective and expressed empathy for their point of view. This approach led to a more constructive and collaborative discussion, okay? Section 3. Conversations that promote understanding and healing. I statements. Use I statements to express your feelings and options without blaming or accusing the other person. For instance, say, I feel hurt when you cancel plans without notice, instead of, you always bail on me. Reflective listening. After the other person speaks, summarize their points to show that you've understood them correctly. This demonstrates your willingness to listen, and you can clarify any potential misunderstandings. I have somebody that will communicate with me, some fandom person, and that's one thing that I can say that they're good at. I end up having to block whoever they are, but I noticed that whenever I'm having a dialogue with them, that's one thing they're good about, repeating back what the conversation was about. I only go so far with people, when I'm having discussions with them, and then I have to cut it off if it's not getting anywhere, and that's just me. But at any rate, let me keep on going. Avoid assumptions. That's one thing people need to really work on, all of us. Ask open-ended questions to gather more information before forming judgments. This prevents assumptions and allows the other person to elaborate on their perspective. I'm real big on that. You know, I think I really, that's why I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and allow them to show me, not just tell me, but to show me what direction they're actually heading in, because they will show you, you know, what they're going to do. They'll tell you too, but you know, you need to look at both of them. Stay calm. Keep your emotions in check during the conversation. If tensions rise, take a break and come back to the discussion when you're both calmer. I don't like arguing with people. It's not necessary. It's not. If you raising your voices and hollering and stuff, that's going too far to me. It's not necessary. Just sit down and talk to each other like I'm talking to you right now. You know, if it becomes uncomfortable, just say, hey, let's pick it up later if you can. If not, then you need to work it out. But stay calm about it. Hollering and crap isn't going to help. It just makes your health bad, okay? Find common ground. Look for areas of agreement or shared values to build upon. This can help bridge the gap between differing opinions. I'm pretty good at getting people to get to the bottom of stuff, you know, most of the time. So I've met some people that I haven't been able to, and those people aren't in my life. And I don't have to interact with people that make things complicated. They got to go, because it shouldn't be like that. That's how I feel. And I really believe that. I'm going to give you some examples on ways you can practice, you know, empathetic listening. You know, you might want to consider pairing up with a friend or a family member for this, you know, exercise. Choose a topic that may lead to different opinions, but nothing too emotionally charged. One person will talk about their perspectives while the other listens. The listener's role is to actively listen, avoid interrupting, and ask clarifying questions when needed. After the speaker finishes, whoever's talking, switch roles and discuss your own perspective. Reflect on how it felt to both, you know, the speaker and the listener. Did you notice any changes in the understanding of the topic or the other person's viewpoint? This is giving you examples, okay? You don't have to use anything that's too personal. This is just giving you an idea of how to begin to work back and forth with, you know, empathetic listening, okay? Navigating different conversations requires patience, active listening, and a willingness to understand different perspectives. By mastering these techniques, you can promote understanding, healing, and stronger connections with those around you. Remember that difficult conversations are opportunities for growth and deeper relationships, okay?